Hey there, Stampers. This is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Canada, and I am excited to be here to share this fun Halloween card with you. The focus of this card really is the Monster Bash DSP. This is a patterned paper pack from the 2019 holiday catalog, and it's got these super fun patterns. This one is kind of a Harry Potter themed paper, and then I love all the books. And then this one with all these little jars, you can fussy cut all these and create the cutest little elements. This one has bats and then it's got some script behind it. This one is another great one to cut out. And then on the back side, we've got kind of another Harry Potter themed. This is really fun too. We've got a couple patterns in here that could be used for any season. They don't necessarily have to be for Halloween. And then we've got some almost newsprinty type ones, and then a spooky house, and then a spider web. Like, this paper is really, really fun. So anyways, we're gonna quickly put this card together. It's really, really simple. So we are starting with a basic black card base, and it measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. And we are going to add our patterned paper to it. The patterned paper measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to use Tombow because that is my adhesive of choice, and you see that I don't use very much of it. It's a very good adhesive. You don't need a lot, and if you don't put it too close to the edge and don't put it on too thick, it actually works wonderfully, and you don't get any wrinkles in your paper, and it doesn't seep out the sides. All right, and then I've got a piece of, I think this is basic black, measures 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. This is going to go across here, just like this. Actually, let's use our grid here. Make sure it's straight. That looks good. And then I've got a 3/4 inch by 4 1/4 inch piece of crushed curry cardstock. I'm just going to take my sponge and my black Memento ink and sponge around the edges. And then that's going to get stuck down the center of my black strip. So right down the center, and that is not the right length. Okay, well, we're gonna go with it anyways. We'll pretend that it wasn't meant to be the same length. All right, and then I've gone ahead and I absolutely adore these frames that are part of this suite. So these frames are called the ornate frames. So this is them here. Let me take them out of the plastic so you can see. They are all these gorgeous shaped frames. So there's some intricate ones and then there's just regular ones. These are not just for Halloween. You can use these for lots of different greetings, lots of different occasions. I'm sure you've got some smaller images that you can include in there as well. It does come in a bundle with the Spooktacular Bash stamp set. But I chose to just purchase the framelets and use some other things that I have on hand. So these framelets, amazing, love them. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've pre-cut this intricate one here, this larger one. I'm just gonna go and poke out some of these bits that didn't come out. And I probably should have done that before I started filming, but that's okay. There's just a few here. And then I've gone ahead and cut from Whisper White cardstock one of the other tags that's in this die set that is meant to layer on top of this. I'll show you it in just a second. Couple more to do here. All right, there we go. Okay, so then this one, this shape here, which is this one, it cuts out so that it layers perfectly on there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sponge around the edges again with that black ink. And then we're going to use, let's get rid of these little bits here. We're gonna need to use our Tombow and add that to the center of our tag or our label. And then we're going to use some dimensionals to stick it on. And I am going to use our new black dimensionals. Love, love, love these. In the package, you actually get 2 sheets each of our regular dimensionals and then 2 sheets of the mini dimensionals, which is really nice. It's nice to get a mixed pack. So this is going to go in the center of the crushed curry, but a bit more to the right. So just like that. And then I've gone ahead and I've cut out the Halloween, the word Halloween. This is from the Word Wishes dies. So I'm just gonna poke out these little bits and we're gonna stick that down the center of our label. So just add a little bit of Tombow, again, not very thick, so that it doesn't seep out, and then that's gonna go right on there. It's a little bit longer, but that's fine. Look at that. I mean, that looks awesome even just like that. But then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use another one of these tags. We're gonna use this guy here. I've gone ahead and pre-cut that from Whisper White. And then I've used the word happy from, this is A Wish for Everything. So you can get this stamp set as well as the Word Wishes framelits as a bundle and save 10%. So it's got lots of different occasions. So there's everything from Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, there's New Year's, there's Christmas, there's Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, and then there's lots of greetings for the inside of the cards as well. So I love that. So I've gone ahead, so we've cut the Halloween, so I just need the word happy. So I've gone ahead and I've stamped that on here, and I'm gonna sponge around the edges. And then just add a little bit of my Tombow behind. It's gonna get tucked kind of in behind here, just like that. I wanna make sure I can see the whole word, just like that. And then this twine, actually, you can use regular black baker's twine, which we don't carry anymore. But this was actually sitting on my desk. I had done a project, a stitching project, which I'll link to below. It was a scrapbook page that I did some stitching on. And I needed some pink baker's twine or crochet thread, needlepoint thread. I can't, the name is escaping me. Anyways, I needed some pink and I didn't have any, but I had this old retired melon mambo and black mixed baker's twine. So what I did was I separated the pink and I used the pink for my flowers when I stitched it. And so I had this black strip sitting on my desk. So I thought, you know what? I don't want to use white. So I thought I'm just going to use this, tie myself a little bow, put a little dot of Tombow right here, a little bit more, and then add my bow there, trim my end, trim this one just a little bit, and there the front of the card is done. Now for the inside, I had a little strip left of the patterned paper, so I'm just going to put that along the bottom. So this is a white layer that will go inside the card. It measures 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to attach this right along the bottom. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sponge around the edges with that Memento black ink. And then the sentiment for the inside of the card, I love this sentiment. That one that goes with the Halloween. It says, wishing you a trick-or-treating, candy-eating, frightful, delightful time. Love, love, love that. I've used it on a few scrapbook pages and I've kind of cut it apart and just used a few different words. So with a little bit of creativity, you can really stretch your supplies. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that this is straight. This is gonna get stamped right in the center. And then we'll attach that to the inside of the card and we are done. Now that is not very straight, is it? Okay, well, we'll leave it like that. Okay, So I'm just going to add a bit of adhesive on here and open up my card. And this should leave about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. There we go. And there we go, ta-da. And you can't even tell, like, unless you looked closely, you can't tell that that doesn't meet up there. And you know what? Nobody knows that it was meant to meet up anyways, except you guys. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you are in Canada and you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like to purchase any of these products, I have the list of products in the description below. And they will link to my online shop. You're more than happy to shop there. All right, thanks so much for watching.